Hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl Wellness and More. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. And today is Testimony Tuesday. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Butt Files. Happy Tuesday. How's y'all day going? Well, how's your evening going? Because it's in the afternoon now. Are y'all staying warm? It's cold out there, y'all. It's cold out there. Today is Testimony Tuesdays, and this is where if you want to share a testimony, if you want to come up and share some things about yourself, some things that you have overcome, and some things that you're still working on. You're here to join my panel. If you would like to, just let me know. I dropped the link. And today I just want to share, look, y'all, we are in the 12th month of the year. The 12th month of the year. We're 16 days away from Christmas, almost 30 days, well, 22 weeks, by at least 2 weeks, 2 or 3 more weeks before we have a new year. And of course, I have a birthday next month. So it's a lot. I mean, we should be thankful that God has kept us from the beginning of the year up until now. That is a testimony for a lot of people did not wake up this morning. A lot of people did not wake up on December 9th, 2025. Someone is in the hospital, someone is in jail. But if you're in my chat, you should give God all the praises. Over here, we don't judge anyone. We uplift, not tear down. I've had some good, the last couple of days I had been quite busy. I went out of town. I came back on Sunday. I've been resting. And y'all don't forget to check out some of my vlogmas. I've been sharing. I put my tree up. I don't know if y'all seen my short video, but I did put my vlogmas video. I did put my tree up. Whether we're ready for Christmas or not, it's coming. It is coming. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my gifted members. I think some of them are still gifted members. Thank y'all for supporting me. Do we have any birthdays in December? Any birthdays? I did shout out one of my sisters from the Dream Team. Her birthday was the other day, but I did shout her out on my community wall. Her name is Troy Smith. I know her birthday is this month. I don't know if any other birthdays on this month. Just let me know. But to all the people born in December, happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to all the December babies. Happy birthday to everyone born in December. That's what I'm putting. But today is Testimony Tuesday, and I just want to share some things. And I'll be doing some reflections from this year, you know. And if anybody want to come up and share about some of their reflections and things that they have accomplished this year or some things that you're still working on. So I'll be doing these probably, a couple of shows on that. And then I'll be doing my end of the year show where I just tell everybody how much I appreciate them and recognize the chatters, the ones that chats a lot in my chat, the ones that comment on my videos and things like that. I try to take that day to try to recognize people that support me, I even give away, maybe a giveaway to the one that I would say the number one chatter. Because, Nightbox does record when people come in your chat. And that's how I know who's been coming in all year and everything. But other than that, I'm okay. I got a little sniffle, but I don't think it's too much to it. Just from the weather, of course. Y'all know I either have my tea or my water, so I've been still sticking with this tea. This is my go-to drink. It's helped with inflammation. But that's what I want to share about today, about some of the things that I have accomplished this year. And there were some things that I still struggle with. But, you know, like I said, I'm still a work in progress on some things. But I can say God has kept me. And what do it mean? Anybody in the chat know what it means to say God has kept you? What it mean? That is the question. That is the question for today. What it mean to know that God has kept you? You can put it in the comments or you can come in it on the panel. You got to know what it means. I can tell you what it means to me, but what it means to you to know that God has kept you. And I can tell you what it really means from the Bible. I can tell you what it means for you to know. But I want to know what it means to know God kept you. That's what I'm going to reprint that. What does it mean that God has kept you? Like I said, if God have kept you from the beginning of the year up until now, you know it wasn't nobody but God. Because we have been through a lot this year. Some of us have been through a lot this year. I can speak on myself. I don't, you can only share with me with some of the things that you have been through. Like I said, our faith be tested every day. If you know what it means that God have kept you, put it in the chat. What it means to you that God have kept you. I can tell you what it means, what God has done for me. And you can speak, or either you can come on the panel and do a testimony about it, or you can share it in the chat. What it means that God have kept you. We know things have been, this year have not been easier than last year. We know things, this year is not over with yet, but we're almost into a new year. But it wasn't nobody but God if you're in my chat or if you're in my bushes. You know it ain't nobody but God. You know where he have brought you from. You know what he's continuing to be doing in your life, because I'm still living on this earth. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Frank. That's good. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? That is the question for today. What it mean that God have kept you? I don't know how everybody been from January 2025 up until December 9, 2025. I don't know how your year had been. But I know if you have been coming in my chat, I know that, you've been doing, everybody have their days. Some people struggle more than others. Some people deal with health issues, but they're still here. Regardless of what you have been going through this year, if you're in my chat and you're still here today, that means you're above the ground. And that is a lot to be thankful. I'm good. I'll keep you running, about to eat dinner. Okay, go ahead. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? What does it mean? I know Frank said, because I'm still living on this earth. What it mean that God have kept you? If you want to put it in the chat, or you can come on the panel. Today is Testimony Tuesday, and I will speak on it. I'm doing well. Girls, you staying warm? Is you staying warm? Because, I've been seeing all that snow. Sassy. And one thing I can say, salute to Sassy. You are very determined. And you kind of remind me of myself when you put your mind to do something. If God give you the strength to do so, you keep going. I have seen you out there on some cold days. You are a strong girl. Hey, Lorette Dot, how are you doing? The question of the day is, what it mean that God have kept you? What does it mean to you that God have kept you? He has kept me through a lot. We're talking about this year here. We're talking about this year. What have God done for you this year to know that he have kept you? One thing, if you're in my chat and you're alive, that's one thing he have done. Kept you above ground, because somebody did not wake up this morning. You doing all right, Lorette Dot? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, ma'am. I'm staying warm today. Workout downstairs. It's been a long day. I know. Amen, Lorette. That's what I'm saying. Right here is what I'm talking about. She said God has gave her back her health, because I know you have came in the chat and you told me you have been going through some things. So are you doing okay? You about like me, you have to go through some things to get where you need to be. Like I said, some of the things that I've been going through this year, y'all, I know it wasn't nobody but God to help me through it. I know it wasn't nobody but him. But in order to know those things gonna be good for you, know those things gonna happen, he want us to trust him. That's good. It's good to see that. I've been, for the past 3 months, y'all know what I've been doing. I had changed my eating habits, been fighting this inflammation. It seems like now I have more energy. I shed some pounds, but look, the holidays kind of messed me up, but I'm back on track now. But I'm human. But I just ate the sweet pies, but Christmas, I'm not even, we having finger food or something. I don't even feel like looking at those dressing. Or maybe we do some seafood. I don't even want to look at none of that dressing, none of it. But I just want to share with y'all, God have kept you. It doesn't matter what you have been through this year. If you is still here today, it ain't nobody but God. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? The question is, what it mean that God have kept you? Everybody said he kept them for their health. He kept them because they've been through a lot. You're here on this earth. I was trying to pin that question. What it mean that God have kept you? I'm going to tell y'all what it mean in the Bible, what it meant that way. You doing good? 2025 was challenging, but I fought through a lot, but it made me strong. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I'm grateful to be able to get out and move around, not only for my weight, but mentality and emotionally. Amen, Sassy. I approve that message. I approve it, because this, and if you've been following me, y'all know it's been challenging for me. But one thing I didn't do was give up. And I'm still not going to give up. This time of year be real hard on me. If anybody deal with chronic pain, inflammatory arthritis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, anything in that kind of fibromyalgia, any of those type of things during the winter months going to be hard. It's going to be hard because today, let me tell y'all, I peeped out the door today. I ain't been nowhere. I did walk to the post office, not the post office, but I walked to my mailbox. Sometimes, to stretch my legs, if I want to just get out the house for a minute, because my mailbox is sitting like on the end of my yard, and that be me moving around a little bit. And because I'm looking for some packages, right? That's the only reason. But it been cold. It been raining and cold. And it does not agree with me. So what it mean to you, Miss Key? Because Sassy has answered the question. Lorette, Frank, what it mean to you, Miss Key, that God have kept you this year? This year is not over with. We're what? We got 16 days for Christmas. How many more days for the year? What, about 20? Read at what, 25 days, something like that. My mom is going through it now with her arthritis, but she doing better. My mom is too, Sassy. My mom is too. And she just be, and every time I be like, Mama, I know what you're going through because I'm going through it too. I be miserable. I don't know about nobody else. When I be in pain, I be miserable. That's why I'm steady getting treatments. Next year, I'll start going to a pain center. They're referring me to a pain center, so I'll be getting some injections. I'll do that if it gonna keep me from having surgery, because of the fact that I have multiple joints that bother me. And I already had them to do different things to my joints. And, the doctors be want to cut. But do it be worth it? Do it help? And see, that's what my children be telling me, Mama, if it ain't helping you, don't be letting on people. You don't need people. And I refuse to let them mess with my back. Even though I limp when I'm walking and I have issues walking sometimes, but I'm walking. And by it being on that nerve, I don't want them to, I'm not saying they would do it, but I don't want nobody to mess around on my back, especially when it comes down to my lower part of my body, because I don't want them to hit something. They ain't got no business, and then I won't be able to walk. I know I got to have faith in it. Whatever I do, I have to keep the faith. But doctors already told me that surgery wouldn't help, so I just thank God I'm walking. Even though I be slower than what I normally used to be years ago, but I walk. So, what McKee had said, let's see what Miss Key said. We have to be thankful for what we're at and where we're headed. We're going to start by doing some challenges next year. I still have my personal challenge, but I had to really mentally get myself where I needed to be where I'm at today. So we'll probably still do some challenges like we did this year. We'll probably, but when it comes to the eating, how we always used to do the different foods, I'm just going to stick with what I stick with, but I don't want nobody to do what I do now. Do what you think best for you. So we'll probably won't do a whole lot of stuff concerning us eating, unless it just be salads and stuff like that. That's okay, but I know I got to avoid a lot of other food. So we'll probably do some different little stuff. Me and Miss Key gonna get together and brainstorm on some stuff. And we'll see what we come up with. Let's see what Mickey said. I'm grateful for the lesson and blessing. Amen. Yes, Lord. God has kept us through it all. I learned that when I went to a pain manager, it didn't help me, The best thing helping me is stretching and being active. Yep, that's a good thing. That's Sassy. I've been doing fish and chicken challenge once a month. When you get ready, I'm here with you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We'll probably do something like that, but it's a lot of stuff like cheese and all that stuff. I had to eliminate all that. I had to eliminate the fried food. But when you be going out of town and be with your family, I've been real challenged this year. It's been a challenge, y'all. My daughter took me to this concert, and girl, whew, I said, I gotta live. My daughter said, Mom, you still gotta live. You still, long as you okay. And like I said, mentally, I had to get myself right. And so sometimes it still bother me. But my body, I'm getting adjusted to everything now. I'm getting adjusted. So my testimony today, I know God has kept me through the good and the bad days. But I'm going to let y'all know what it means in the Bible. A scripture, what it say. Yeah, it be tempting. So I went back to the doctor the other week, right? I went back to the doctor the other week. He said I'm doing okay, but he said, you're a little flame, ain't you? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, probably saw what you ate during the holiday. I'm like, man, I'm human, okay? I'm human. I didn't tell him about that sweet potato pie. But he talking about, yeah. He said a lot of patients came back after the holiday, flamed up, in pain and everything. But it's really a mind thing, y'all. It's a mind thing. I'm just gonna tell you. It's a bad thing. Yep. I told him, yeah, I ain't do right. Hey, young Riz, how you doing? I didn't do right during the holiday, but still, I got back on track, though. The question today is, God has kept you. What it mean that God has kept you? In the Bible, they said God has kept you. It's saying the phrase, God has kept me. It's a powerful theme in the Bible. It is found in the scripture like Joshua 14:10, where Caleb testified God kept him alive for 45 years. And Psalm 116:8-11, where the Psalms to thank God for saving him from the death and tears. Other verses like Psalm 66:9 and Psalm 71:6-7 echo this sentiment, highlighting God's consistent preservation, support, and protection through life trials, affirming his faithfulness. And that's what it is. When God has kept you, he's keeping you from danger. He's protecting you. He's there with you because he said he would never leave nor forsake you. Even though sometimes it feel like, and I can just speak on my own, sometimes I have felt like, God, I don't feel like I'm going to make it. But I have to think in the back of my mind, I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. So we have to think about when we say God have kept us, it means God is watching us. He's keeping us from danger. Will y'all ever be on the highway? And this is what I do. When me and my daughter were traveling up down to Atlanta this weekend, Thursday, I was praying all the while. I was praying before we left our hometown, and I prayed when we got there. I thank God we made it because girl, that traffic was so bad, y'all. And I'm on the other side, and I'm like, whoo. My daughter said, that's why you can't drive, Mama, because you just, I don't know if anybody done been in Atlanta. That traffic is so heavy. People just drive all kinds of ways. Yes, they mind thing. I gained 1 pound for Thanksgiving, but it's gone. That's what I'm saying. I've been, it'll do it, Sassy. It will do it. It will do it. But I just thank God. I pray about everything. It could be the littlest something. I pray. But I know God is the one has kept me. I think we all probably picked up one or two. But honey, I thank God for his grace and mercy for keeping us this year. This year ain't over with yet, but I thank God for his grace and mercy. We have been through a lot. This is my testimony. We all have been through a lot. I have been through a lot when it comes down to my health. I had to just say, I just gotta do what's best for me. And that's what it is, y'all. You can't satisfy man. You got to do what's best for you. You know what you got to do. You know your mental state. You know what you need to surround yourself with, and you know what you don't need to surround yourself with. But always think about what you got to do for you, because life is not promised. My daughter called me this early this morning, was telling me about Boosie. One of Boosie's uncle died. They found my granddaughter uncle this morning. And I just seen him post something the other day. That's why I said you could see people today, or you could see a person interacting on internet one day, then the next day they be gone. Or then it within hours. They said they found him dead this morning. Oh, my granddaughter uncle. So my daughter got to, she's 7. My daughter got to tell her about her uncle. And I'm just saying, he seemed like he was the life of the party. He always dancing and jolly, having a good time. That's why I said people don't know what people are dealing with. You could be laughing on the outside, but you could be crying in the inside. You could be dealing with stuff, and then a lot of people just try to keep stuff to themselves because they feel like they're a burden to their families. But it's if you could open up to somebody, open up. And I always try to get your checkups. But God has kept me this year from the beginning of January 2025 up until now, December 16th, 2025. And I pray he continue to keep strengthening me every day. Strengthen me, my mind, my body, my soul, to where I need to be on this journey. This was a challenging year. And one thing I can say, when it comes down to my health, I have been struggling with it. I had to change my eating habits, but I also had to let a lot of things go. I had to let a whole lot of things go. You got your mammogram on the 23rd. They got to schedule mine. They didn't do it in October, so it's going to be next year, because she said she want me to go every year. So I'm waiting on them to schedule. Everything going to be good, Sassy. Everything's going to be good. And I had to just change my lifestyle. Change my lifestyle. Sometimes when you get ready to change your lifestyle, you have to change your circle. You have to change the people you be around. You just got to be strong about stuff. So this year was very challenging, but I can say I'm glad that I have worked where my blood pressures within normal. So they let me know that this is a testimony. I know that things that I've been doing is working for my good. It's working for my good. My blood pressure normal. I haven't had any panic attacks this year. The year ain't over, but I can't say I haven't had a panic attack. I have got overwhelmed, but I normally have like a attack where they have to call the ambulance on me, or I be out of it for a while. But this year, I have to knock on wood, like the old folks say. I have to knock on wood that I haven't been through that, because I had to learn to let go and let God. How sometimes you feel like you be having a lot on your shoulder. When you feel like your shoulder, your burden be so heavy. And when you start to let things go, you can feel that, lightweight. You know what I'm saying? I had to just tell myself, I can't do this. I tell myself every day, I don't like drama, and I don't like people to bring it to me. But if I had to deal with anybody, I would deal with you. and I go about my business. You don't see, far as I know, I don't see nobody over here in my chat back and forth arguing with each other, because I don't like that. Because I feel like if you got a problem with someone, and if you have a problem with me, I always tell people, I give you my personal number, I give you my email, I give you where you can talk to me. Because I feel you don't have to bring everything to social media. And even if you see someone in my chat that you just don't, in other words, how some people say, they're not my cup of tea. If you see somebody in my chat that you assume not your cup of tea, y'all deal with it. Don't bring it to my channel. Y'all got y'all channel. If you want to talk about them, do it. See, I had all that stuff there. I blocked all that stuff out of my life. I don't bring that to my channel. If we can't work it out or make peace, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I had to let a lot of stuff go. You know, a lot of people probably like, well, she don't come to my channel, or we don't see Georgia Girl over here that much. I had to make a choice for some of the things I had to do for me, for my mental state. That's good. I had to make choices. And if you've been around me, you know what kind of person I am. If I can't lift you up, I won't tear you down. But to people that have to defend themselves, please do what you got to do to defend yourself. Because I know some people out here on this social media, they'll make you get out of character. It's good. That's good, y'all read. My question is today, how do you know that God have kept you? What are some of the things that you know that God have kept you this year? I know, Young Reg, you was in an accident. It is good that you're doing better. Young Reg was in an accident, y'all. He told me he was in an accident. He had a little accident. But I think he's doing much better now. But you know it wasn't nobody but God that kept you. He brought you through it. He told me he was in an accident, I think a couple of months ago. It is good to see you, Young Riz. I know you deal with health issues also. And you know, he got a birthday coming up this month, matter of fact. So all the December birthdays, happy birthday, happy early birthday, Young Riz. I know your birthday is after Christmas, but happy early birthday, just in case I don't get a chance to tell you happy birthday. But what I'm saying here today, y'all, you know, this been a challenging year. It has been a challenging year, and the year is not over with, but I thank God from where I was a year ago. God gave me a sense of good and bad vibes. When I get around people, sometimes I will say something, but sometimes I will just not say anything and fall back and off social media family. That's good, Frank. That's good. And Frank, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. The reason I say I'm proud of you, because you have said in my chat that you ain't like you used to be. You used to say how you used to just, you know, I used to watch your videos when you first started coming on, but you have changed for you, not for nobody else. You have changed for you. You know, I have seen yes, I have seen you go off now. But you had your reason to go off. But I like what you just said a while ago. Sometimes, you know, you have to, you know, sometimes you be like, you have to think sometimes, is it worth it? Or if you do have to say what you got to say what you say, mean what you say, and keep it going. And I I just don't be want to, because I know how my anxiety be. I know my blood pressure. That's why I said when I start letting all that stuff go, I don't have no attacks. I don't have my blood pressure. My doctor said, wow, my blood pressure used to come up because of pain. So what I had to do, I had to try to do some things that gonna help me mentally. You see what I'm saying? And I had to change my eating habits. I had to let some things go. That means people. It ain't like I got a problem with nobody, but I don't need to be around all that stuff. I'm just saying. People like, I'm still who I am, but I had to let some things go. That's on social media and that's in real life. And sometimes you have to do that to protect your insanity. Because if not, you'll be just as crazy as how some of these people out here on this social media acting. Sometimes I just shake my head or say, People still the same, but people being counter to what they does. I try to look out for what's best for me. So I just want to thank God for keeping me insane. Do y'all hear me? I want to thank God and tell him, thank you for keeping me to have the right mind to do the things that I had to do when it come down to my health. And that was people, places, and things. That's what I had to do. If I said I'm not going there, I don't go there. See what I'm saying? But I love everybody. I don't have an issue with nobody. You probably don't see me, but I don't have an issue with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short, y'all. Shoot. Like I said, my niece, my granddaughter's uncle died this morning. And just looking at him, you didn't think nothing was wrong with him. I think he, 50? He younger than me. He 50, so like 51, 52. That's why I said age, death doesn't have an age. And they always say if your time, it's going to be your time. But if you could do something to better yourself, ain't nothing wrong with that. In fact, some people think you're moving shady when you're not around. Bad vibe. I mean, yeah. But, I have to do things for my mental health. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. I had to really concentrate and pray about what I had to do to make me feel better. And I thank God for keeping me insane. I thank God for him, for his grace and mercy, for keeping us through these bad storms and like right now, these cold days. My family, my daughter now, if they don't hear from me, because I know I'm mostly be with them. If they don't hear from me, they gonna call and say, Mama, you all right? Because we know how you be in the wintertime. We know how, because they know I don't like to really go nowhere, but she wanted to take me to that concert. And I had a good time. She said, Mama, you still got to live. You still got to enjoy. And that's what I did. I enjoyed myself. Regardless of what people you might be going through, you still gotta live. Take one day at a time. I always say, and I'm gonna continue to say this: God will not put no more on us we can bear. God had kept us from January 2025, and the day is December 16th, 2025. We're in a new month. We're in the last month of 2025. And I don't like to make New Year resolution. Only thing I say, I just want God to continue to keep blessing me, keep giving me the strength to do things where I can be able to get better at. Like I said, I'm on my own personal journey. This is something I have to deal with because I'm the one have to be in pain. I'm the one be swelling. I had to eliminate stuff that I didn't think I would have to eliminate, but I did. And it's still a struggle, y'all. It's still a struggle. I got a birthday coming up. I'm going to be 57 years old. I ain't no young chick, but I thank God for God being able to bless me did I see another birthday. And shout out to all the ones that celebrating a birthday this month. My sister from the Dream Team, she celebrated a birthday the other day. I don't know any more birthdays. Y'all will have to remind me of your birthday. I know Frank's birthday in February. I know Miss Key's birthday in March. Young Red's birthday it's right after Christmas, matter of fact. And my dad got a birthday coming up too. But I just want to thank God for his. If anybody want to come on the panel, just let me know. I'll drop the link. If you want to come up and share some things about that you know when nobody but God what kept you, you can come up here and share that. In Psalm 669, he preserved our lives and keep our feet from slipping. And he do, y'all, focuses on God active role sustaining life and preventing spiritual or physical fall. Sometimes we think that we gonna fail. Because when that doctor told me to do that raw food diet, I cried. And I told him, I never had to just stop eating meat. It was so hard. You know, even though y'all seen some of my videos, but y'all did not see me eating this stuff. Y'all did not see my facial expressions but I knew it was going to be worth it in the end. So when I went back to the doctor right after that, my numbers were looking so good. My doctor told me he was proud of me. He said, I know the holidays coming up, and I know it's going to throw you off, but just get back on track, in which I did. I enjoyed my family. Whenever I'm with my family, whenever I'm doing something, I'm going to enjoy. But I also had to think about my health. So next year, I'll be going to a pain center. I'll have to go there starting in February. I'm still, doing things I need to do to better my health, mentally, physically. I'm dealing with it all. So like I said, God has kept me. And he have kept everyone that came to my chat today. You need to give God some praise because he have kept you. Somebody did not wake up this morning. Somebody's in the hospital. Somebody's in jail. People are grieving. Some people are stronger than others. That's why I pray God for strength every day. I pray for his strength every single day. As the Lord continues to give me the strength I need. Continue to give me the strength I need. Because we out here dealing in this world, y'all. There's a lot of stuff out here going on in the world. Whether you're dealing with the politics part or just dealing with stuff in general. It's a lot of stuff we have went through this year. We see a lot of people have been through a lot. So I give God all the glory. I give him all the glory. So if anybody want to come up on the panel, y'all can. Your Riz, where you at? I wanted you to tell me about your accident. I don't know if you're still in the chat. I wanted you to see how you was doing since you had the accident. But like I said, Frank, you one of the guys that be over here. And I have noticed your growth. And like Miss Key said, we grow through what we go through. There's a lot of stuff I have learned. And there's some stuff that I'm still struggling with. But I thank God. I still might not be where I need to be. But I thank God I'm not where I used to be. But I know it was nobody but God that kept me. And like I said, I thank God for my insanity. Because if we would have react to every little thing that people do, which we know that some of the things they do is crazy, you're going to be crazy right along with them. So I pray for strength. I thank God for strength. I thank God for my physical and mental health. That's what I thank him for. We're almost in a new year with 16 days from Christmas. Let me see how many days we got from the new year. Almost, 30 days? And shout out to Miss Key. She been counting those holidays down. Y'all check her out. We've been doing Vlogmas. Y'all make sure y'all check out Frank. Frank said he had been sharing some movies in his playlist. Don't forget to check out Young Riz. He do shorts on music. And don't forget to check out my girl Sassy. Like I said, she be out there walking, and she saying that have helped her a whole lot with her health. So let's support the best way we can. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all. See how many days from the new year? Let's see. So we're 16 days from Christmas. We're 23 days from the new year. 23 more days before the new year. And I pray that things be better for everyone. Whatever your goals is, whatever you didn't accomplish this year, I hope that you'll be able to accomplish them next year. And that's for me. I'm going to continue to keep working for me. I'm going to continue to keep working on myself. And that's what we have to do. Whatever you're doing and whatever you choose to do, you're doing it for you and not nobody else. We're going to have the naysayers. They're going to say this. They're going to say this. But remember, those people do not take care of you. They don't know your feeling. They don't know what you have to get, what it takes for you to get out of bed every morning. They don't know your struggles. They don't know your financial situation. So I pray everybody continue to have a good year, the rest of this year. And I pray that new year start off real good. So we're 23 days from the new year. How many days before my birthday? I'm just throwing that out here, y'all. How many days before January? And this year, to me, like this year went by so fast. Okay, we're 16 days to Christmas, 23 days until the new year, 27 days before my birthday. And Lord, just continue to keep blessing me. Continue to keep blessing me to live to see those days. In 27 days, I'll be 57 years old. A lot of people say I don't look like it. I mean, that's be a compliment, but I feel it. I'm not ashamed of my age at all. A lot of people don't get a privilege to live to be the age others are. So just remember, whenever you're going through something, just know who kept you. God is the one who kept you through it all. He's the one that kept you through it all. The good days, the bad days. And like that song says, sometimes our good days outweigh the bad days. Sometimes we be in those situations where, and I can speak on myself, have been in those situations, be thinking that, Lord, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to make it? And see, God tests us daily. He know how to bring us closer to him. And he know how to get our attention. It felt like, since they already had diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, right? And they already told me it feel like I'll be having issues with different parts of my body, different joints. And, I'm like, sometimes when these doctors tell you stuff, you be like, okay. But until I start experiencing this stuff for myself, I can speak on it. I was having issues with my feet, and it still get like that. And that's why, hey, how are you? Welcome in. I ain't seen you in a while. Hello. Good to see you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. That's you, Joshua, right? Okay, good to see you. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for the holidays? You know God has kept you, right? Aren't you thankful that God has kept you from the beginning of 2025? We're almost at the end of this year. You want to come up, Young Riz? Anybody? Young Riz, how you been doing since you had the little incident? Y'all decorate for Christmas? Did you do any videos? I put up my little tree. Thank God for you all. I appreciate all my guys who come over here. If anybody want to come up and they want to share anything about themselves, you probably gonna have to get it off my community wall. I don't know why it won't. We're talking about the day God have kept us. You know God have kept you. If you have been through something this year, you know it wasn't nobody but God what brought you through it. That's what we're talking about today. Because I have shared and y'all see that I had to practically change my way of eating. And I had to mentally say, this is what I got to do for my health. You know, I had to let go of the pork, all that stuff. Pork, fried food. It was challenging. Hey, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
how are you doing?
I'm doing alright.
You sure you sound like, are you in pain?
Yes, but I'm also half asleep. I'm in my bed right now.
Oh, I forgot your time is different. What time is it?
12:54, 11:54, 55 now, actually.
So that means it's almost 12
Mm,
o'clock, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow. But
Yeah,
yes,
back
how
in
you
my
been
bed.
doing? I know I hadn't
I'm
really
fully
had
healed
a
now.
conversation with you in a while. How you been doing?
I'm good. I'm fully healed from that. But I told you I was concussed for a period, though.
Well, that's good. But you know who kept you, right? You know
God,
you wouldn't have made it without who.
God.
So what had happened? You had an accident on your job? Did you say you had an accident on your job or something?
No, it's basically this course I was doing, right? This life skills course that they were doing. They took me on an obstacle course. I basically slipped and I fell and I hit the back of my head, even with the helmet. So I fell on the back of my head, my neck, and my neck, my shoulder, and my back, though. I basically fell hard, basically the back of my head, though.
Wow. Did you have to
Yes,
have stitches or something?
not stitches, though. My head didn't split because I had a helmet on.
So you was on your bicycle.
No,
Oh,
no, not a bike. It was more like an obstacle course. It is basically like my foot, right? We just move around with my
oh, it's
feet
like a
and
little
stuff. My
scooter thing. Like a little
not
scooter
scooter.
thing.
No, it's basically an obstacle course, like basically a physical obstacle course. Though you just jump from one side to the other.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
that
remember
type.
you had said in the chat, but I'm glad that you're doing better.
I thought it was an obstacle course. It's basically the accent though. So it was an obstacle course. I basically what happened was that this rope I grabbed, I slipped basically though. You
Mhm.
know, I slipped and I fell and I hit the back of my head and it went down to my neck, my shoulder, and my back though. So I
Wow.
got
But
concussed.
that
It was a
helmet
minor.
probably saved you, didn't it?
Yeah, the rule was though, the guy literally told us this one rule is to never take off the helmet as long as you're on the course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta wear it, if you're doing that. But I'm glad
Yeah,
that you're doing much better because I remember when you came in the chat and you was telling me about it, I'm like,
yeah,
wow,
basically, what happened afterwards? My dad literally took me to a doctor. The
hey
doctor told me
Brian,
to.
how you doing?
Okay, sorry. So basically, what they did was my dad took me to a doctor, and the doctor basically, checked me, and yeah, they said I was concussed, but it's more like only like not that major. It's like a minor type concussion, but it's still concussion evil week.
So did
You
they have
know,
to do it in type of, even though you had on a helmet? This is Young Riz up here, everybody. Y'all probably know who Young
yeah.
Riz.
You know what they told me to? They told me to take medicine. They told me to take ibuprofen and they told me to take an ice pack and literally put that on. And I had to take that constantly though. They prescribed ibuprofen and an ice pack though and they put it on and I got healed from that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you healed up and glad you had that helmet on, because if you hadn't had that helmet on,
I
it
would have
probably
had
would.
my head split open.
Oh my God, that probably would have been bad. But what we're talking about today, today is Testimony Tuesday, and we're just talking about how God has kept us. We know we're coming to the end of this year, and we know it ain't been no. If you were in my chat, you know it ain't been nobody but God that brought you
Mhm.
from where you was from the beginning of the year up until now. I'm
You
good.
know my
Been down
birthday.
for a
I'm
while.
gonna tell you. You know my birthday is the
Hey,
27th of
hey,
December.
Fuga Mama, how you doing? I can't hardly pronounce to Sharon, but how you doing? Good to see you.
Okay, so I was about to tell you though that
We got
basically
Fuga
my
Mama in the
birthday.
chat. We got Brian. Brian said, I'm good. I've been down for a while. I took a break on here for real because my depression is bothering me. Oh, I'm praying for you, Brian. You at the hospital? Oh my God. You at the hospital now?
Wow.
Prayers for you, Brian. Huh?
I said, wow. So basically, my birthday's coming up December 27. I'm
Yeah,
turning
I know you got a
24.
birthday coming up.
Yeah, I'm turning 24, you know. I'm 23 now. The 24th is coming, you know.
How you been doing, Fugal Mama? You got 11 days to your birthday? Well, I got 27 to my birthday. I have 27 days to my birthday. We're 16 days from Christmas. We
My
are,
birthday is 2 days after Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas though, but I got 2 days after Christmas. So basically, I'm 27th, the 27th
your birthday the
of this,
27th? Okay.
yes, of this month. So basically, the 27th of December is my birthday, and I'm turning 24, literally turning 24
Wow,
years
be
old.
57. Ooh.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're doing better. We're talking about today, y'all. The dance testimony Tuesday. We always share about some things that we have been through or what we're trying to overcome. And I was just sharing some things about what I had to go through this year, just reflecting
This
on
year, though, for
some things
me,
that
though,
I
the
went
amount
through.
of stuff I told you I recovered from, I think that day I've recovered like 21 times, though, actually. It's like basically this year, the more and more stuff, so basically adds up to 21.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yes,
hope
it's
you
like this.
feel better too, Brian. He said he's in the hospital, y'all. Y'all, let's keep Brian in prayer. And I know about depression. I know how that is. And
Same. I'll tell you about that though. I literally went through that though, actually, like literally 2019 and stuff. I actually felt like that. And I literally, I did not want to live any. I literally one time told you I didn't want to actually live anymore at one point,
yes,
man.
well,
Literally,
I'm glad you
literally though.
overcome.
The reason though I stopped that is because I just realized God won't be happy with me if I did that. So I
Yes,
just
yes.
stopped it quickly. I could have actually just left out anyways. And I think in 2018, I think I was, 2019, I think I was about 18 or something like that. 17, 18, basically, that time. No, I wanted to do that. 'Cause that's
Well,
what I was
that's what
going
we're
through. I
talking
was
about
depressed in
today.
that.
We know this year is about to come to an end. And my question was, if you've been through something this year, it was nobody but God what kept you. Nobody
Thank
but
you,
God
Brian.
what kept you. Like I said, I thank
Thank
God
you.
for my
Don't say that.
insanity. I thank God for my insanity, my mental health, my physical.
Same here.
I
Same
thank
here,
God for that, because I
Same
had
here,
been challenged this year from the doctor about some of the things that I got to
Yes,
change, my eating habits, my way of living, and it was challenging. My depression was trying to creep back in. but I prayed, I kept the faith, and it still be a struggle. My anxiety has gotten better. I really hadn't had because I normally have an anxiety attack. I can't thank God. And
I,
I know
I
He was the one, He
understand.
helped me.
I understand. I still actually, though, I've actually suffered food anxiety problems since I was a child. So it's a childhood problem. I just basically slip in and out, though, cope through it, though. But basically, yeah, there are actually moments, though, yeah, recently I'm starting to feel more and more of that. Literally, they'll get high. So basically, that type thing. So yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I'll kind of go through that. I'm not really depressed like that no more, bro. I just basically said the 21 times I recovered. Actually, one time though, this year though, I remember I literally sat down in my room and I just shed tears for no reason though. Literally, I couldn't take it anymore. I just
Yeah, I
shed tears
understand,
though.
Young Reds. I
Yeah, I
understand.
literally shed tears though.
So we have Six Bowls in the chat. Good to see you, Six Bowls. We have Brian, Fugal Mama, Sassy, and we have Young Riz up here. He was just talking about the accident he was in. He said he had slipped down, but he had a helmet on. He was on some type of what you said you was on now?
Obstacle course. It's an obstacle course. You know that obstacle course when you actually go as a kid? Basically, this obstacle course that's that physical course, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a physical obstacle course, though. I literally slipped and I fell, you know, and I nearly could have had my head split open. But basically, I had a helmet on, no, but even with a helmet on, no, I still managed to get that, because I fell and hit the back of my head. So my
Wow.
head hit it. I hit my head, though basic and it went down my body though because it's the back of my head though and it literally basically it bounced though so kind of felt that so I survived though and it wasn't that
God
major
is
though
so good, Young Riz. And you
yeah.
take it easy out here now. I know you probably had a headache for days then.
Yeah, I did have a headache though. It's basically doctor said I was concussed though. Literally the symptom was when I was dead. Of course I had a headache. I said that if you notice I had a headache and I start to feel dizzy, send me home. And I did get sent home though because I started to feel dizzy and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that
Did
though.
they have to do
So
like a C, even though you had on a helmet? Did they still did like a CT on your head to make sure that you didn't have no type of, nothing else going on with you?
they did check on me as well though. What they did is they gave me an ice pack and I had to literally apply the ice pack on the part of the body where I got hurt and everything. Literally that's what I had to do. And then pretty much after that though, my dad literally took me home. But before going home he took me to the doctor though. Literally to a good private doctor. He took me to the doctor to get checked anyway. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I just went to the doctor anyway. Just went there though.
Yeah. Good thing
Literally
you did
checking.
though, because you fell, you slipped down and you hit your head. Even though you had a helmet on, still, I'm glad you didn't just ignore it. Sometimes we be like, oh, it's okay, but it's good to get yourself
It's
checked
not
out
just my
anyway.
head though. I hit my back too though. Literally my back and my shoulder and my neck even hit too though. I nearly could have broken bones though. Nearly could have
Wow,
had my disc broken or nearly could have had my head slip. My head split open though, but it didn't though. I survived all of that. Just basic.
God
I
is
got
good.
it was very bad pain though. Of course, it was very pain. I already suffer through pain anyway. But
Yeah, I
I just
know.
had another problem to hand. I had another
I
problem to
know.
deal
I
with,
be
so
like,
that
ooh,
was temporary.
that's how I be already deal with pain. If I fall, I be like, Lord, I don't need to fall. These old bones, like they say, the older you get, it take a long time for you to heal.
Yeah, I'm like 23 and I already suffer through that type thing anyway. Literally, the thing when I was 19, it's not just I had like knee problems. First years I had knee problems and then it led to back problems. Though. But basically, I had back problems for years. So
Yeah,
that
I
basically,
understand.
though, it just must.
I have
I
those
used to have
issues.
now, I think when I was 19, it was just I had really bad knee problems, like literally by these. I had to do that. I had to get this thing, though, you wrap around your knee and it basically targets the pain, know where it is, though. I literally had to put that because my knee literally killed me and literally had to
I be
take me
wearing
to phys.
I have a brace I wear on my knee.
That brace, that brace though, is like basically this brace where it targets your knee though, basically, and you had to wear that. I had to wear that basically underneath my clothes and stuff, and that's what I did. So I had to wear that.
You
I
have
had
to
to
have a
wear
back brace on too.
not back brace though, knee brace though. Back thing though, I had to
Okay.
go physio and everything. No, I'm not that, not to that extent though, because it's just painful though. Basically though, when I went physio, actually it helped for a short period, but then after that, it came back worse. So you know, so basically it became chronic though. So I suffer through chronic anyway though. So I can
Mm-hmm.
tell. I can tell though, because with me though, I can try and get rid of it, but it will never go away. I tried that, literally. I tried though, literally. First they gave me medicine, it didn't work. Then I went physio, it helped for a short period though.
Oh, you
And
did
after that,
physical therapy.
yeah,
Um,
I tried
Six
that.
balls. You
And
can read the chat. You can read the chat. I know you laying down. I know it's late for you. Um, Six balls said, yes, your body doesn't store calcium as well as you get older. My doctor also
ooh,
said because of the American lifestyle, all of us have low vitamin D. Yeah, I be having,
yeah, I did.
I be getting
Wait,
that
I got.
infusion every week. They give me vitamin D. I be taking a lot of stuff to help boost my immune system. So how long you been in the hospital, Brian? Young Ridston. Brian, how long you been in the hospital? And I pray, let's keep Brian in prayer, y'all. He said he been going through a lot, and he's dealing with depression. So let's keep our young man in prayer. I know I hadn't seen you in a while, Brian. I thought maybe you was out on the road or something, praying for healing. And like I said, I know about that depression. I know about it. A lot of people don't really understand unless you have dealt with depression or anxiety. You really can't, you know, explain it to people, but it's something that people fight with every day. So I'm keeping you in prayers, Brian. You got to get well. You say you got a birthday in how many more days? I don't know what happened to young Riz. He probably fell down. I know he said he was in bed and he was just telling me about, because he had came in my chat and told me he had been in an accident last month, but I hadn't had a chance to really talk to him. So he came up today and just shared 11 days. Okay, and mine's in 27 days. Yeah, so he came up and just shared about what had happened. I'm glad to see that he's doing well, but I know he do deal with chronic pain like me. He deal with his back and different stuff, and we have to be careful around here, especially with this weather the way it is now. And like this morning, it was icy out there. If you out there outside, please be careful. Dress according to the weather. Cause like I said, I know I have to because I'm older, and I know my immune system. I'm quick to catch something. That's why y'all see me getting treatments every other week because they're trying to make sure my immune system is strong. Especially this time of year, we got this. Y'all know they got a new strand of COVID out here. It ain't never went away. Now they're saying it's a new strand. They saying the flu season is very bad this year. So everybody, please take precautions out here. Keep your hand washed. If you ain't gotta be out there in it, don't be out there in it. But if you do be out there in it, please stay warm. The weather's good here in Dayton, Ohio. For real, it's not cold. But like I said, I thank God for his grace and mercy. Some of the things that I had to be challenged with this year, I didn't think that I was going to be able to do it. I was on a raw food diet. It seemed like that was one of the worst diets to be on. I know a lot of people probably do those kind of diets, but it was not fun. But my doctor was trying to wanted me to eliminate all that stuff that was in my system because I deal with inflammation, and he want to try to. It's just like right now, he want me to start fresh. Want to get all that inflamed food out, what causes inflammation in my body. But I've been doing so good lately, y'all. I've been having a lot of energy. My blood pressure been good. My anxiety level been, normal. I try not to get overwhelmed by anything. If I find myself getting overwhelmed by stuff, I pray about it. I had to start letting go and let God. Because if we were to react to everything that we see out here, whether it's on social media, whether it's in real life, it will run you crazy. You hear me? Like they always say, every action doesn't require a reaction, but sometimes you have to do whatever gonna be best for you. Like I said, I had to do a lot of change. I had to change my circle. I had to change from being in areas that I know wasn't good for me mentally. It ain't like you don't want to deal with people, but sometimes you just have to love them from afar. Love them from afar to keep your insanity. You see what I'm saying? So I thank God for keeping keeping my insanity on check. I thank God for my health and strength, even though I struggle some days on some things. But I know God have kept me, and I know He will continue to keep me. I will continue to keep praying. I will continue to keep trusting Him, because that's what He want us to do, y'all. He want us to trust Him. He didn't never say we weren't gonna have those. He didn't never say days wasn't gonna be. He didn't never say the sun wasn't gonna be shining. Because we know some days the sun will shine while it's raining. God didn't never say we wasn't going to have rainy days. It can be raining. And you'll see how that rainbow just peep out. He didn't never say we were going to have no bad days. He didn't never say we shouldn't worry. He wants us to trust Him. And I had to let go of a lot of stuff. People, places, things, food. It still be a struggle, but I had to do what's best for me. My mental state, my physical health. Because it ain't but one me. It ain't but one you. We know a lot been going on this year. We have seen a lot of people have lost their lives. We have seen a lot of situation going on with the politics. We've seen a lot of we just seen a whole lot of stuff going on this year. A lot of people had lost loved ones. I have lost loved ones this year. And grieving never have a timetable. Grieving don't have a timetable on it. You can grieve for years and years and years. You never tell a person to stop grieving until they can find their way of dealing with things. Let people grieve the way they grieve. Let people deal with what they have to deal with. But it's also good to, if you need help, there are places that can help people. But I want to thank Young Riz. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened. He dropped off. But just remember, whatever you're going through, Brian, I'm going to tell you this. Whatever you're going through in the hospital right now, remember God loves you. I love you. You got family that loves you. I don't know your situation, but whatever it is, keep trusting God. And things will get better. Keep trusting God. Hey, my girl, I sent your package off last night. I hope I put the right stuff. I said I can't call you and ask you as I got the everything, but I think everything gonna go to your house. Just look for some in a few days. That's your gift you supposed to be got from over here. Yes. Let's keep Brian in prayer, everybody. He's in the hospital right now. Brian, how long you been in the hospital? He's dealing with depression and other things, Maybe one day he'll come back and share it with us. How do I do the review? I can't find it. I think you have to write it up under your whatever the review thing. I have to check it out for you, okay? How you been doing, my girl? You been doing okay? Girl, you saw me well up at that concert then. Woo, child. That ride what killed me. And then when I was sitting at the concert, my knees had started hurting. People were all standing around me, jumping up. I had to get up a lot of time. But I had a good time. My daughter said, Mama, this is for you. That was my early Christmas present. I saw a lot of stars, y'all. I saw Brandy. I saw Monica, Jamal Roberts, Kelly Rowland, what the girl name? Lord have mercy, Keisha Cole. Some other girl, my granddaughter know who she was. But it was some rappers there. I can't call their name, but we had a good time. We really did. Oh, how the baby doing? How the baby doing? You didn't start Christmas shopping yet? Have y'all did any Christmas shopping? Today is Testimony Tuesday, everyone. And we know this year is about to come to an end. But the question I was asking, do you know that God have kept you? How many people in the chat know God have kept them this year? Through everything, whatever you have went through or whatever you gone through, you know it ain't nobody but God Almighty what brought you through it all. If you have been going through something, if you can give God a wave or some hearts or something to let you know God have brought, whether you're going through something physically, emotionally, financially, whatever you're going through, God has been right down by your side through it all. I know God has kept me because I had to pray and ask God to continue to strengthen me through it all. Through the health issues, from having foot pain this year, dealing with pain throughout my body. It's been challenging. And then when the doctor put me on that raw food diet, I thought I was going to die because he told me I couldn't eat no meat. I could eat that but vegetables. And he wanted me to stay on it longer than 2 weeks. But I knew Thanksgiving was coming. Thanksgiving was coming up. I had to get back on track after that. But I had to really focus on what I needed to do for me. And that's what it's about, y'all. Do what's best for you, not for Sue down the road. Girl, it was rough, girl. It was rough. But I'm still pushing. My doctor, when I went back to the doctor the other week, he said, I know you flamed up. He's like, I know you probably ate some. And like I said, yes, I ate some of that. I ate some stuff on Thanksgiving. I sure did. I think we all did. But I had to get back on track. I had to stay away from fried food. It was hard. Pork. I'm supposed to stay away from sweets. Anything that giving me inflammation, I got a whole list of food that I'm supposed to just put a big old red X on it. It'd be hard. It still be hard. But I try to maintain. So I thank God for giving me the strength to continue to keep fighting. Even though it get hard, y'all. Woo, child. And don't be riding them grandkids and you try to pick up something you ain't supposed to pick up. Grandma, I thought you said she ain't supposed to be had that. That remind me quick. Grandma, you said the doctor said you don't supposed to be eating that or drinking that. You can't do that. Look, I can't do nothing around my grandkid. Especially Boosie. She's serious. But my little baby, her uncle passed this morning, so I gotta, cheer her up. I mean, they found her uncle this morning dead, and and my daughter got to explain it to her. What happened. She's 7 years old, and try to tell her her uncle no longer with us and stuff like that. A lot of kids at that age don't understand death, and then some of them do. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm still pushing, Angie. You're hard, girl. I don't drink that but tea and water. Carrots and peas is what left on your plate. I eat everything else. The no Angie. Mona had been going along with me. Angie, I thought you were gonna be doing what I did. All right, so you ain't finna start eating your food cause of me, but nah. My doctor had told me if I just happen to want something, do it in moderation. Cause when I went back after Thanksgiving, cause my arm had, I can tell you about that joint in that arm with flame. I got inflammation. So they said a lot of stuff I put in my body is what flaming me up. So I had to, whew, next year I'm really gonna have to be sticking with it. But I know my birthday coming up in 27 days. Christmas coming up in 16 days. Yep. So it's been challenging, but I thank God. I thank God every day for strength to keep me insane, keep my insanity in check. But yeah, anybody got anything they want to share? Do y'all know it wasn't nobody but God what kept y'all? Can I get some hands and hearts in the chat if you know it ain't been nobody but God what kept you so far this year? And pray that he continue to keep you. I have to give him all the glory. Because he's our protector. He's there for us. He's the one that keep us from stumbling. You know how sometimes you feel like you're going to stumble. Sometimes you feel like you just going to fall off the edge. I have been there. I have been so far where I have been just like Young Riz. When Young Riz said he felt like sometimes he didn't want to be here no more. I have said that. But I know God is not pleased with us talking that way. One day at a time has got you through the year and you came far. Amen. God is not pleased when we speak death among ourselves. He don't want us to hurt ourselves. We all probably have had those thoughts and felt like giving up. But we have to look at the bigger picture. We have a lot to live for. When I was younger, I have said it in my teens, and teens they be up under a lot of peer pressure. They say, I don't know what kind of generation we got now, y'all. Those kids in this generation they're different from. Did I see a super chat? Thank you. Brian, how you doing, Brian? I gotta play my super chat song. You have to believe in yourself. You do. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. How's staying going your way? I know a lot of people don't believe in the holidays and stuff like that. So is everybody ready for Christmas? I know a lot of people say they don't celebrate Christmas. They don't do holidays. But for the ones I'm back, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Like I'm having some. Can y'all hear me? It's like I'm freezing up or something. Can y'all hear me? But I want to thank Brian for the super chat. That's my Christmas tree back there, y'all. I finally put some up. Finally. Do like I'm freezing up or something going on. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Like something going on with the connection or something. But yes, today is Testimony Tuesday, and we were just talking about we know they've been up. Let me go out and come back in. Like I'm freezing up or something. Okay, I'm back. Y'all hear me now? Thank you again, Brian. It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Like I said, today is Testimony Tuesday. If anybody got a testimony they want to share, like I said, we're almost in. I don't know what's going on right now. See, like the connection and everything. I said ain't that but the devil, Jesus. But anyway, we was talking about we know it was God that kept us from January up until December 16th. We know it wasn't nobody but God. And I thank God for the people that do take their time to stop by and things like that. I appreciate the super chats. It's like I'm stuck or something. I don't know what happened to my stream, Jesus. I'm trying to get back right, y'all. Like it done froze or something. But anyway, I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. So thank you. I'm back. seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. I thought I seen a super chat. A super chat. I did. I got a super chat. So thank you. All right. I don't know why I'm freezing up. I don't know what's going on. Like something going on with my connection. Yeah, I know it. I don't know. It's the connection, I guess. It was good to see you, Angie. You say you've been enjoying your grandbaby. How old your grandbaby, Angie? The chat not stuck. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Troll. I ain't got time for you. You try to be funny. Bye. She's one. Have you did your Christmas shopping yet? It seemed like the holidays came around fast this time. I don't know. I wasn't trolling. I don't even know who you is. Who are you? Did you come in and speak to me? How are you doing today? But I do want to thank the ones that did stop by. Um, like I said, today is Testimony Tuesday, and we normally share things that we have overcome. Like I said, this year is almost over with, you guys. But we got 16 more days before Christmas, 23 days before the new year, 27 days before my birthday. And like I said, this has been a challenging year for me, but I thank God for his grace and mercy. I will continue to keep praising him, and I will always give him the glory. But welcome in, DA. I think you are new, but welcome in. Shout out to my members. Shout out to the ones that still my members. I appreciate you. Shout out to also those gifted members. I think your day is probably up pretty soon, but I thank you for the ones that Brian did choose for that month. Um, like I said, this year is wrapping up, y'all. This year is wrapping up, and if you did some things that you did not accomplish this year, don't think that you have been a failure or anything like that, because we learn through some of the things we grow through some of the things we go through. Like I said, I know I'm a work in progress on some things, and but I know without God, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So you wasn't trolling, so you can stay in the chat. You said the chat one stuck. You was trying to be funny because I was saying it seemed like I'm stuck up here. But I think one of my members going live at 8 o'clock. Miss Key, I think she going live. If she's not, she might be already live. But what y'all been doing? And you been doing some things on your channel. I know we had Frank in here. Frank G. Check out Frank G. We also had Brian in here. We had Brian. We had Brian in here. Brian C. We had Bryant in here. I seen and Young Riz had came on the panel. He had shared about the accident he was in. I'm glad that he's doing much better. And everybody be careful out there. You know, the weather changing. Some areas, you know, might have ice on the road and things like that. Yeah, sometimes our closest are the first to judge. We need always to be kind to ourselves. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Always be kind to yourself. And that one thing, I don't judge people because I know we all go through something. People might not talk about it, but people are going through something. Some people just keep things to themselves and try to work it out among themselves. But anybody that's going through anything, just always remember, if you're going through depression or anxiety or any of those things, just know that you're not alone. Because Brian said he's dealing with depression. Hey, E-Gods, how you doing? I didn't know you was in here. I'm doing okay. I might be lagging a little bit, but I don't know. I was trying to. That's why I believe that what we judge, we'll live through. Hey, girl, you better say it. You better say it. Can y'all hear me? I know it probably looking like I'm freezing up, or I think it's the streaming. Can y'all hear me? It's good to see you, E-Gods. What you been up to today? I'm doing okay. I was just talking about, we know that God is what kept us this year. You know, regardless of what you have been through this year, you know God have kept you through the good days, the bad days, through it all. Okay. Because he didn't never say that we wasn't going to have no good days, no bad days. He didn't never say that. He never said we shouldn't worry. God wants us to trust him through everything. And when I say God said kept me, because he have kept me through some dangers, like the dangerous highways, because I had been on the road sometime this year. We traveled on the road. God had protected us through some people have been going through some storms. And like right now, they say a lot of places are on winter alert. You know, there's some areas where it's snowing, ice on the road, and people, you know, having accidents and stuff. But you got to keep trusting God and that things do get better, you know. But let's just be careful out here in this weather. Like right now, it's cold. It's cold here. I went out the door one time today. Men and winter do not get along. And the winter is coming. The winter is coming. So we got to be prepared for what's coming. Anybody that deal with fibromyalgia, arthritis, any type of chronic pain with their bones, this type of weather is not good for you. I can tell you. I put on enough clothes. You got to dress according to the weather. Because we get a little sun out there. I don't mean you have to go and put on them short pants. But, you know, a lot of people say a lot of people wear summer clothes all during the winter. I'm like, how do they do it? Because I was up there. Yeah, that was when we were getting ready to go out of town. When me and my daughter get ready to go, I had on my coat, my cap. I'm always wearing a cap during winter time, or a sweater or beanie or something. And this lady walking around with short sleeves on. I'm like, she said, she was hot. And I know it was like 40-something degrees. I'm like, I said, girl, give me some of your blood. Heavy rain. Someone said you need a boat to go to the what? Someone said you need to go to the supermarket, and someone asked if they get benefits when they arrive. Oh my goodness. Is it that bad, Angie? So how's y'all weather, Angie? Like I said, I sent your gift out last night, right? And I had got confused on the part about the state part, right? But after I put all the information in, everything went, everything went through. Yep. I'm just about through Christmas shopping with what I'm gonna do for the kids. I ain't gonna say what I got with a booster. She be on social media. She said she be on, she can see me while I'm live. So I'm not gonna tell what she got. But I gotta wrap up some few gifts and stuff like that. Okay. That's what kind of like what state? I'm like, I didn't see your state on there. That's good, Egon. I don't want to come over racist when she's another color. Who? Who, Frank? You don't want to come over racist when she's another color. Who you talking about? My address, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Hopefully you'll get it in a few days. The person you was talking, the person I'm trying to see what I missed in the comment. Did I miss something? I'm going back trying to check the comment. Okay. The person I was just talking about. Okay. What I was talking about? I was talking to Angie, who was just speaking and stuff in general. You just talking about. What you been doing today, Frank? You been doing some shorts? Oh, okay. Y'all check out Frank. Frank said he got some movies he been watching. I really ain't been watching that many Christmas movies because I've been doing a little different stuff. But I know he said he been putting some movies in a playlist. Y'all can check that out. Andrew, what you been doing today? You been working on your shorts? Y'all make sure y'all check out eGods. He might be live now. He's still working on his hours. I know Miss Key, I think she going live about 8. Oh, ooh, that's what I'm saying. It ain't, ooh. That person I was talking about, she had on some short sleeve shirt. And I had on my coat and hood. She looking at me like I'm crazy. But a lot of people like to wear summer clothes in the winter time. Oh, for real? How you feeling now? Glad you're feeling better. But yeah, some people be having their air on all in the winter months, like a fan and stuff. I thought, how y'all do it? If I get hot, what's your Yeah, Frank, she was. I get what you said now. Yeah, she was. Yeah, yeah, she was. But yeah, some people have their fan on all during the winter. I'm like, what? Everybody blood different though. Because sometimes if my husband would come in and turn off the heater, or sometimes I might say I'm cold, or he might say he hot, or the children might say they cold. I might say I'm cold. They might say they hot. But other than that, y'all, I'm doing okay. I've been, I'm just taking one day at a time, Jesus. Okay, Frank, I get you. That's the reason, Frank. But I'm gonna be wrapping this on up in a few minutes. But like I said, I thank God for his grace and mercy. Like I said, this year has been challenging, but I know God has kept me. Just like he have kept everybody in my chat. We just continue to keep staying prayed up, guys. Just continue to stay, keep staying prayed up and take one day at a time. And like I said, a lot of people be having goals they want to do all year or in the beginning of the year. Um, you know, Sometimes we might not can't accomplish some of those goals, but that don't mean that we are a failure. You just continue to keep doing what you can do and what you're able to do. I have seen people with short, yeah, people be I be like, that's why, are you okay? I was freezing with my coat and gloves on yesterday, and someone walking their dog with a t-shirt gave me the chills. Oh my God. So how cold is where you at, Angie? Because I know it been like in the 40s here. I think it was lower than that today. I'm trying to see what it was today, but it been cold for the whole weekend was cold to me because it was raining. And I got a little sniffle because when we was at the concert, what we had to walk to, where we were staying at wasn't too far from the State Farm Arena, right? But we had to walk out and go to it, and it was raining. I told my daughter, I said, I believe I'm gonna be sick. And she seemed like she was sniffing too. It was in the 30s. Woo! 9 degrees. Oh my God. Girl, I couldn't live there. Oh my God. 9 degrees? Is it snowing where you at? See, it's 40 degrees here now. It looked like it want to snow. That's what it looked like, y'all. It looked like it want to snow. I know we ain't got that snow last year. Nobody was expecting that. That just God done. We just don't know. But I have been doing some vlogmas. I've been doing shorts all week. I just been doing some different things. I basically been doing my tea, still stick with some tea and just trying to avoid the inflammation part. But other than that, I think I'm doing okay. My body be aching still, but it's a process. Um, I don't know what Fahrenheit would be. What? Girl, I know you were bundled up. Oof, Jesus. Mm-mm. That's why I say the cold month, people be seeing me like, girl, I ain't seen you in a long time. You probably don't see me in the wintertime. I'm just gonna That's why we went to that concert. It wasn't real cold. It was cold, but it wasn't. But I know the temperature's gonna get lower. It's winter. It ain't said winter yet, but winter is on the way. But Frank, you say you did some shorts today. Y'all make sure y'all check out Frank. Frank be giving us the updates on the games and stuff, and he been doing some movies. Angie, what you been doing? You been working on your shorts? I've been I see Frugal Mama, she was over here. She been doing some vlogmas and different things like that. Miss Key doing vlogmas. Lion Pride. She might be walking now. I haven't seen her in a couple days. But shout out to all my members. Y'all check them out. I see Miss Patty. She been doing her videos and different things. I got to catch up on some videos and live streams. I haven't been seeing Jay Jordan lately. He been coming on. Cause I've tried to go over there and support the members and people. I haven't seen him lately. But other than that, like I said, this year is about to wrap up, guys. About to wrap up. And again, thank you, Brian C., for giving me the super chat. And somebody gave me a sticker too. And Young Riz came in here. I'm glad he's doing better. He dropped his video. I think Young Riz dropped a video short just about every day. Y'all check out his music or whatever. And thank you, Young Riz, for coming up, sharing about your accident. I'm glad that you're doing better. He got a birthday coming up this month. I know I haven't been seeing you. I was going to text you. I was going to email you just to see was everything okay. I don't see nobody for a while. I don't think that you're not supporting me. I just be concerned and hope you're doing good health-wise. But ain't nothing wrong with taking a break. Sometimes it's good to take a little break, So you've been watching movies. I've been dropping Christmas since last year. After Thanksgiving, that's my vlog. Okay. Okay, Frank. I seen some of the movies you were dropping. I love to watch some of those old movies. I love watching some of them old movies. Y'all can check out if y'all want to see some different movies. I've been Big Trouble. You like that? Now that's an old one right there, girl. I done seen that before. I hadn't had a chance to watch the I don't know if I'm watching or not about the 50 Cent and what his name, P. Diddy. I ain't had a chance to watch it yet. It just be like that's be a whole lot of controversy. Oh, yeah, we had 6 bowls to come in here too. Okay, y'all want to check out some movies? Frank got a whole list over there. If y'all want to check out, he been posting some Christmas movies. Y'all, some of them old, some of them new. Now I love to tell you one movie I love to watch. Best Man Holiday. I love, even though it's an old picture, I love to watch that. During the holidays, I like to watch that. I like to watch what the other movie is? It made me cry still today. The one Whoopi Goldberg be in. The Color Purple. I like to watch that. Like, it's a lot of old movies I like to watch. The Charlie Browns. The little Charlie Brown cartoon. No, we grew up on that now. We grew up on watching Charlie Brown and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Snowman, all of them little cartoons. It's on Disney. Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch that. I didn't seen that before too. Oh yeah, I love Ghosts. Yes, I love. Sometimes I catch myself like, y'all ever be where you go back and watch some of the old movies, and you be like, I didn't know they was in this movie, or you might say, how I missed them. Sometimes you can go back and watch the movie, it be something you have missed. So yeah. But I'm about to go on and wrap this up. I think Miss Key is live. I think she go live at 8. She just run her vibes, working on her hours. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by. And like I said, this year is wrapping up, guys. Yeah, the Best Man Christmas. Yeah, I loved that. It was so sad, especially when the lady died, y'all. Oh my God. When the lady died, and then when that man was out there to that graveyard, oh my God. March had that. But I just want to come on. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more Testimony Tuesdays next year, the Lord's will, and try to get more people on the panel and share some things that they're doing, share some things that they're overcoming. You know, I love feedback from the chat and things like that. I like Melissa Identity Theft. Oh, okay. She real funny. I have seen some of her movies. She real funny. Y'all done had y'all dinner yet? I got baked chicken and some vegetables. That's what I'm with now. Chicken, fish, and turkey. You know. Though I told those kids, I'm not doing I don't want no dressing for Christmas. I don't want none of that stuff. I think they're gonna do finger foods. I probably make the pasta salad or probably still cook a vegetable, but I don't want all that heavy food for Christmas. Yeah, soup. Yeah, it's a good time for that, Frank. It's a good time for soup. All right, you guys. I want to thank everybody for coming over. Angie, check your mail. Um, you receiving your gift you supposed to been got it, but I was just saving it for Christmas for you to have for Christmas. I hope you like it. I sent you something. The end of the year, I'm gonna do my shout outs and giveaways or whatever I gotta do. Probably the day before. It'll be after Christmas when I do it, but I probably do like a Christmas show. Probably if anybody want to come on and sing or share some stuff. But I'm gonna be doing my little end of the year giveaway where people can come up and share and reflect on their year. But I'll be doing my little giveaway. Oh, I love ground chicken too. You can make some tacos with it. I have did mine with tacos. Try some tacos. Get you some tacos, and you know how you do the turkey? Just cook it that way. And add your little seasoning in it. Yeah. It'll be good. I have cooked some with it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably do, let's see, what next week? Probably next week, probably do like a little Christmas show. If anybody want to come up. Angie, you want to come up and sing some Christmas carols? Anybody want to come up? We're gonna do some Christmas carols. You can wear your Christmas hat, or you want to wear your pajamas or your sweater. Have you got a? I don't know. Girl. I got so many videos. I don't know. I might have. I gotta look, honey. I gotta look. But you know how you cook your meat for your tacos? Just cook that meat, that brown chicken, and put it on a skillet, let it brown, add some seasoning in it, and get you some tacos. I'm gonna see if Terry gonna be available because he like to sing and stuff. I know one year Janine came up here and sang. If anybody want to come up and sing some Christmas carols, if you want to do a poem, I think Brian sung some songs for us one time. And Brian, I hope you feel better. Brian Hamilton. We got a Brian C over here too. But I'm talking about Brian Hamilton. He's in the hospital right now. Y'all go over there and check out Miss Key. I'm gonna see. I know a lot of y'all probably don't do the vibe, but if you want to go over there and just show a little support, y'all can. Yeah, she is live. Now I'm finna do her channel. Put a link in the chat if y'all want to check her out. But I don't know. I'm trying to see if any other of my members are live or anybody in the chat came over here today. If y'all want to check them out. If y'all want to check out Frank videos, and I think Angie had did. I cannot say. You want to do a poem? You want to do a poem or something? You could do like a Christmas poem or something. I just be doing something for the holiday. That's Miss Key live. If y'all want to go over there and give her a thumb up. I'll be trying to sing. I have to look at the words and like the little karaoke thing. We can do that. It just will be just coming, just something just to get in the Christmas spirit. That's it. I probably do that show probably. I know Christmas is what, 2 more weeks? Probably not this week, not this Friday, but probably next Friday. I probably have that. And if anybody want to come up, if you have an ugly sweater you want to show, if you want to be just having your Christmas hat and come up and speak, I've been doing stuff like that for the last few years. You know, I try to shout out people. I try to give away if I have something to give someone. I try to do like a little raffle thing or whatever. I have did that too. So, you know, I just try to, that's right, keep it fun and positive. So I'm gonna see. But anyway, I enjoyed everybody. If you don't have a Christmas sweater or a Christmas hat, just come as you are. If you want to say something, you should be then got it. Let me see. You probably be and got it by then. If I hope I go. I hope I got the right. I mean, I don't finna email you last night, right? And they kept saying state. What is the state? But I put the postal thing. I hit that. I guess I did it right there. I hit the air post or whatever. So when I did that, it typed up everything. I said, okay. But anyway, y'all, I enjoyed everybody. Y'all stay warm, stay safe. I'm always having my little mug and tea nearby, try to keep me warm. But Angie, I found out I think you have to write a review when you had order it. I think it's somewhere up under the link or something. I had to find out about it. But I see. I saw that. I kept saying they want to know her state. I'm like, okay, she stays in Scotland, you know. All right, well, good to see you, Angie. Enjoy your grandbaby. And y'all, so y'all been watching some Christmas movie. I might see what I can find today. I'm gonna go over there and see what Frank been watching. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Stay warm. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Encourage. And always stay what? I'm typing in my keychain. Oh Lord. I got my key live going. I'm typing what I supposed to be typing in my chat. America is more complex than our system. Oh, okay. So you've been there for a long time, huh, Angie? That's where you grew up at? Shout out to my members and gifted members. And shout out again to Brian C. Thank you again for the super chat. Yeah, I was raised in Georgia too. I've been in Georgia all my life. You know, like I was born in one small town, but all of it was Georgia. But all right, you guys, y'all check out some of the people that came by. Thank y'all again for stopping by. On that note, y'all have a good night.